7 wonders of the ancient world. 6 have crumbled to dust, lost to time and legend. Only one remains, a man-made mountain of stone, defiant in the desert. For 4,500 years, the Great Pyramid of Giza has been the single most enigmatic structure on Earth. For most of human history, it was the tallest thing in the world. It's a masterpiece of engineering, aligned almost perfectly to true north. But the central mystery, the one that has baffled explorers, historians, and engineers for centuries, remains. How did a civilization with Bronze Age tools, no modern machinery, and no written plans, build something so vast and so perfect that it continues to mystify us today? The sheer scale of the pyramid has invited incredible speculation. Theories of alien architects and forgotten technologies are tempting. But the truth, pieced together by decades of archaeology and modern engineering analysis, is arguably even more impressive. It's a story not of magic, but of human ingenuity on an unimaginable scale. First, the numbers. The Great Pyramid is built from roughly 2.3 million blocks of stone. Most weigh about 2.5 tons, the same as a modern SUV. But the massive granite beams deep inside its chambers can weigh up to 80 tons. They had to build this in just over 20 years, meaning a new block had to be quarried, moved, and set in place every 5 minutes, 24 hours a day. The first challenge was simply getting that mountain of stone to the construction site. Most of the limestone for the pyramid's core was quarried right on site. Workers would cut channels into the rock, likely using copper saws with sand as an abrasive. They would then hammer wooden wedges into slots, soak them with water, and as the wood expanded, the immense pressure would crack a perfect block free. But for the crucial internal chambers, they needed granite, a much harder stone, which they quarried from Aswan, 500 miles away. So how did they transport 80-ton blocks across that vast distance? For years, this was a major puzzle. But a recent discovery has changed everything. Archaeologists have unearthed an ancient papyrus, the diary of a man named Merer, that describes the construction of a system of canals and an artificial port right at the foot of the pyramids. They didn't drag the stones across miles of desert. They sailed them right to the job site. Once on land, the blocks were hauled on massive wooden sleds. And again, they used a brilliantly simple trick, confirmed by modern physics. Wetting the sand in front of the sled reduces friction by half, making it possible for a team of men to pull these colossal weights. They had the stones. They had them on site. But how did they lift them nearly 500 feet into the air? This is the pyramid's greatest secret. For decades, the leading theory was a long, straight, external ramp. But that idea has a fatal flaw. The ramp would have become so enormous it would have been its own mega project. The real answer, many engineers now believe, was not outside the pyramid, but inside. The most compelling modern theory suggests a two-part system. A short, straight ramp was likely used for the lower, wider base of the pyramid. But once they reached a certain height, they switched tactics. They began building an internal ramp that spiraled up within the body of the pyramid itself. This brilliant design allowed them to build both the ramp and the pyramid at the same time, using far less material. This isn't just speculation. Modern thermal scans have revealed mysterious anomalies inside the pyramid that follow the exact path of a potential internal ramp. Once the final block was in place, the pyramid wasn't finished. The stepped structure we see today is just the core. Originally, it was covered in over 144,000 casing stones made of highly polished white limestone. They were cut with such precision that you couldn't fit a knife blade between them. It would not have looked like a ruin, but like a beacon of light, a perfectly smooth, brilliant white monument. Most of these stones were later stripped away to build the city of Cairo, leaving behind the rough core we see today and hiding its greatest secret, the ramp itself within. The Great Pyramid isn't a story of alien technology, it's a story of human genius, a testament to incredible project management, a deep understanding of simple physics, and the unified will of a nation. It is the ultimate proof that with enough cleverness and determination, you don't need high tech. You just need to think like an Egyptian. If you enjoyed solving this ancient puzzle, hit that like button and subscribe. What other ancient engineering marvel is hiding an incredible story? Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for watching.